Good morning, everyone. We live in a digital world. Our work, our finances, our friendships, our entire lives are mediated through a screen. And to access this world, we rely on a system of digital identity that was designed 50 years ago, a system that is fundamentally broken. Today, we're here to talk about the chains that this broken system has wrapped around our digital lives. And then, we're going to show you how to break them, once and for all. Let's start with a simple question. How many passwords do you think the average person has? 10? 20? The latest research from 2024 shows that the average person is now juggling 168 personal passwords. That's a 70% increase in just the last few years. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a crisis of cognitive overload. 70% of us feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of codes we have to track. Nearly 40% report high levels of genuine password-related stress. We are asking the human brain to do something it was never designed to do. Cognitive scientists have established that our working memory can only effectively handle about 7 distinct items at a time. 7, not 168. This gap between what the system demands and what our brains can provide forces us into predictable, insecure behaviors. These aren't moral failings. They are rational coping mechanisms for an impossible task. We reuse passwords. Over 60% of us do, even though 91% know it's a risk. We create simple, memorable patterns, using our kids' birthdays or our pets' names, things a hacker can guess from a quick look at our social media. The result is a systemic failure. The billions of credentials leaked in breaches like RockU 2024 aren't just the product of clever hacking. They are the inevitable outcome of a system that is fundamentally incompatible with human psychology. The problem isn't you, it's the system. To fix this broken system, the industry gave us a patch, the one-time passcode, sent to our phones via SMS. It was supposed to be the simple, secure second factor that would protect us. Instead, it created an even more dangerous vulnerability. By making our phone number the key to everything, we turned it into the single most valuable target for attackers. We created a centralized point of failure, and criminals have rushed to exploit it. This has given rise to the SIM swap epidemic. In 2024 alone, this specific type of fraud surged by an astonishing 1,055%. Here's how it works. A criminal uses data from one of the countless data breaches to impersonate you to your mobile provider. They trick the customer service agent into transferring your phone number to a new SIM card in their possession. From that moment on, they control your digital life. They receive all your calls, all your texts, and most importantly, all of your one-time passcodes. They can reset the password to your bank, your email, your crypto wallet, and drain your accounts in minutes. The FBI reported $68 million in losses from this attack in 2021 alone, a 5-fold increase over the previous 3 years combined. This is the critical point. The SIM swap crisis is not an isolated event. It is a direct, downstream consequence of the password crisis. The failure of one system created the demand for a patch, SMS OTP. This patch, in turn, created a new, highly concentrated, and even more dangerous point of failure. We didn't solve the problem, we just moved the vulnerability to a place where the user has even less control. This is a cascade of failure, a broken foundation leading to a fragile fix. It's time to stop patching a broken system. It's time for a revolution. Today, we're introducing ETN Identity. ETN Identity is not another patch. It is a new foundation. It's a fundamental paradigm shift, moving away from the broken models of the past towards a new vision of user-owned, secure, and seamless digital identity. The core principle is simple but profound. Your identity is anchored to your Web3 wallet, specifically your TON wallet. This isn't just another login with button, it's a philosophical shift from an identity you rent to an identity you truly own. Think about it. Your traditional accounts, your email, your social logins, are forms of rented identity. You're granted access by a central authority that can lock you out, delete your account, or get hacked, taking your identity with it. ETN identity is built on the principle of owned identity. The platform can verify your ownership by asking for a cryptographic signature, but it can never confiscate your identity. The source of truth is the private key in your wallet, which only you control. This is the promise of Web3 made real, true digital self-sovereignty. So what does this new foundation actually feel like? We've reimagined the entire experience to be simple, intuitive, and above all, secure. First, we say goodbye to passwords. Your journey into the ETN ecosystem is now as simple as a single secure click. When you sign up, you provide a name and username, then click Connect Wallet to continue. When you return, it's a single button, Connect Wallet and sign in. That's it. No more forgotten passwords, no more frustrating resets, no more cognitive burden. And second, and this is crucial, we have engineered a definitive solution to the SIM swap crisis. We've replaced insecure SMS codes with a revolutionary two-factor authentication mechanism that makes you immune to these attacks. When you sign in, our platform generates a unique 6-digit PIN, but instead of sending it over the insecure mobile network, this PIN is displayed securely inside your TON wallet. You see the PIN in your trusted wallet environment, enter it into our app, and your login is complete. This entire process happens within a secure, closed loop between our platform and your wallet. It never touches the vulnerable telecom network. It completely bypasses the vector for SIM swaps, SS7 hacks, and SMS interception malware. This single feature makes SIM swap attacks against your ETN identity impossible. But your ETN identity is more than just a secure login. It's your personal dashboard for the entire ecosystem. It's a living, evolving profile where your on-chain achievements are automatically recognized and displayed. Inside your dashboard, you'll find a dedicated section for your on-chain perks. Do you hold an ETN OG Soulbound token? Have you earned the Ahowdo Learn badge? These are displayed automatically. They are non-editable status symbols that reflect your journey and contributions within the ecosystem. And the best part? You don't have to do anything. These perks appear as if by magic. This is possible because of a deliberate architectural choice we made. A traditional login would make you wait while it checks the blockchain for your tokens, which can be slow. Our asynchronous serverless architecture logs you in instantly. Then, a background task performs the blockchain check. As soon as it's done, your database record is updated and your dashboard updates in real time to show your new perks. We turned a potential point of friction, a slow login, into a moment of delight. Let's summarize this evolution. The legacy system uses a rentable email address and a password you have to remember. Its second factor is a vulnerable SMS OTP. It is critically vulnerable to phishing and SIM swaps, and it creates constant friction for the user. ETN identity is a paradigm shift. Your identifier is an owned cryptographic wallet address. Authentication is based on something you have, your private key. The second factor is a secure in-wallet PIN. It is highly resistant to phishing and completely immune to SIM swaps. And the user experience is minimal, seamless friction. This is not an incremental improvement. It is a generational leap forward in security and usability. Now I want to speak directly to the builders, the creators, the developers in the room. We built ETN identity not just for users, but as the foundational layer for you to build the next generation of applications.
We know your biggest headache is often authentication. You have to build it, secure it, and maintain it. With ETN Identity, you can stop reinventing the wheel. We are a federated OpenID Connect provider. This means you can plug into our ecosystem-wide identity solution using the same industry-standard protocols you already use for login with Google. You can integrate a best-in-class Web3 native identity solution in minutes, not weeks, and get back to focusing on what makes your application unique. More importantly, when you build on ETN Identity, you build on an architecture of trust. We made the hard decisions so you don't have to. Our platform delivers on 3 key promises. First, unfailing reliability. Our asynchronous serverless architecture ensures that your app's login flow won't fail because of slow external dependencies like a blockchain call. We've engineered away the timeout risk, guaranteeing a smooth experience for your users. Second, absolute control.
Our system is completely decoupled from any underlying authentication service. This gives us, and by extension you, total control over the user lifecycle, session logic, and the data included in the session token, providing the flexibility a true identity provider needs. And third, fortress-grade security. We had a choice during development. A simpler architectural path existed, a monolithic server, but it came with a fatal flaw. It would have required bypassing the database's own security rules, known as row-level security. This would have shifted the entire security burden onto the application code, where a single bug could lead to a catastrophic data breach. We rejected that path. We chose the harder but fundamentally more secure route, ensuring a defense-in-depth model where the database itself enforces security. This commitment means you inherit a foundation that is secure by design, reducing your risk and your burden. It is our promise to you that we will never sacrifice security for convenience. Getting started is simple. We've built a self-service developer portal right into the platform. Users with a developer role can register their applications, get their OIDC credentials, and submit them for approval to join the ecosystem, all through a clean, simple interface. This brings us to the larger vision. ETN Identity is not just a product, it is the heart of a unified ETN ecosystem. It is the core engine of a powerful network effect. For users, this means you create your ETN identity once and unlock a universe of applications and experiences, from ETN Vibe to ETN Learn, and a growing list of third-party apps, all with a single, secure identity. For developers, it means you're not just getting an auth solution, you are plugging into the fastest-growing user base in the TON ecosystem. This creates a self-reinforcing flywheel of growth. New, high-quality apps make the ETN identity more valuable to users. A growing, engaged user base makes the platform a more attractive choice for the next wave of developers. More apps lead to more users, which leads to more apps. ETN Identity is the strategic asset that powers this entire cycle, creating a vibrant, interconnected, and trusted digital economy. Your journey into this new digital future starts today. If you're a user, tired of the password crisis and worried about your security, your path is clear. Visit account.etnecosystem.org. Create your single, secure identity in under 60 seconds. Take control of your digital life and break free from the broken systems of the past. If you are a developer ready to build on a foundation of trust, security, and user experience, your path is just as clear. Visit our developer portal, read the documentation, join a network of builders who are creating the future of the web. The internet was founded on a promise of connection and empowerment. Somewhere along the way, we lost that vision, trading our freedom for the illusion of security in a walled garden. Today, with Web3 and with ETN Identity, we reclaim that promise. Own your identity. Own your data. Own your future. Thank you.